time. We have a board governance policy 206. You'll find it on page 22 of our mission, vision, and policies. And a person can address the board for up to 3 minutes to address the board at designated times. And at the discretion of the president of the public may be permitted to speak for up to 3 minutes.
They cut a microphone off.
Agenda
Brilliant.
items taken up by the board. This is item A, public participation, and you, madam, have already spoken, so please sit down. Please sit down. Madam, take your seats. Please sit down. There is nobody, you cannot speak. There is no yielding of time. You must sit down. Thank you very much.
You let this gentleman reclaim his time repeatedly, so if you're going to follow Robert's rules, you need to follow Robert's rules. How dare you up there like this?
Next speaker,
This
please.
guy here
Next
is
speaker, please.
reclaiming time.
Please
You don't
sit down.
reclaiming time. That's disgusting. You
We have the
guys
next speaker.
tyrant.
Thank you, sir.
The
Absolute
next speaker
tyrant.
has the right to speak.
Disrupting
You
the
have
meeting.
the platform, sir. Go ahead.
Tyrants.
Go ahead, sir.
You guys ready?
No, please address the board, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Marxism creates tyrants.
Please address the board and
It's
My name is
please
Benjamin
allow the
Lund.
speaker to speak.
My name is Benjamin Lund. I'm a resident of Grand Ledge. Parent of 3 children. My oldest will be starting kindergarten this fall. You know, I don't know a lot about critical race theory. I don't really care. We had an election. You people have a job to do. What's more important to me is being a decent neighbor, abiding by the rule of law. There are rules we have. You can be as vitriolic and as angry as you want in an election, but shouting down your neighbors who are just here because they care about their kids doesn't help anybody. I don't believe that somebody takes,
Please allow the speaker to speak.
I don't believe that a teacher is very likely to take what we know is a not very well-paying job with long hours because they hate children. That doesn't make sense to me.
Please allow the speaker to continue.
It doesn't make sense to me that teachers can be horrible, indoctrinating monsters, and also a year away from them is the worst thing that could possibly happen to a child. That doesn't make sense to me. When I was in school, there was tons of things that I was taught in class that I didn't agree with, that my parents didn't agree with, that didn't match my morals. That's okay. This is a democracy. We talk about it.
No, it's not. It's a constitutional republic.
Constitutional republic.
Democracy is mob rule.
Please allow the speaker to continue.
I'm not talking to your children.
The founding fathers against democracy.
Sorry.
You can just keep going. We're listeners.
Yeah, I mean, so whether or not critical race theory is taught in our schools, there are professionals who are going to make that decision. If it looks like it's a bad decision, they'll probably lose their jobs in the next election. Okay. Let's let them try to do their jobs in the meantime.
This guy's an idiot.
That's all I have to say.
Of course, that's all you got to say.
Hello, my name is Nanette Pearson. I have 2 children that graduated, adult children, graduates of Grand Ledge, and 3 grandchildren currently in the district. I wasn't planning on even coming tonight. I thought it was virtual. I was going to participate that way after watching last week's debacle. I want to thank the board. You are elected by our community. Everyone had a chance to vote, and you are our elected representatives. And I appreciate the hard work that you do for this community. I appreciate the administration and the teachers in this undervalued profession of public education, free to all in our community.
Nothing's free.
I welcome you, Dr. Davenport, and I want you to know that there are many fine people in this community that welcome you. I do not understand why we are arguing why there are people in this audience that are arguing about democracy or republic. I don't understand any of that. What I understand is that we are a community, and I want to raise my grandchildren in a community where people are allowed to speak, and the board listens. And then, as elected officials, they deliberate and make decisions based on policy, based on law, based on rational thinking. Not based on screaming and yelling and threats. That is not the community that I want to live in. That is not a community.
No,
that is
this
the
guy in front.
community. Thank you very much.
This guy right here is the one threatening. I caught it on camera. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She needs to research it.
We have one more speaker. We all take your seats. Thank you. We have one more speaker. All right, we have two more speakers. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Kim LaFerrette. I have 3 daughters that graduated from Grand Ledge. I take it back, 2 graduated from Grand Ledge, the third one graduated from another school, but went through most of her school years in Grand Ledge. 6 grandchildren that have either graduated or now are part of the Grand Ledge school system. So this is very near and dear to my heart, and it breaks my heart to see the division that is in this community. It breaks my heart to see that parents aren't being listened to, that some parents are screaming as opposed to telling it, expressing their feelings, and it breaks my heart that we can't sit down and have a normal conversation about this. We are concerned about critical race theory. We are concerned about the people that have come about, that made the theory originally. We are concerned about what is being taught to our children, our grandchildren, that we may or may not know about as parents and grandparents. And all we ask is that we have a voice. So perhaps we as parents or grandparents should be allowed to be on this diversity committee that you have here so that we can hear what's going on. That we be allowed to be in maybe come in some of the classrooms and hear what's being taught in social studies classes and so on. I think that that's our right as taxpayers, that we're not here to bash you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the Grand Ledge school teachers, but it seems very odd to me that somebody must have gotten a memo as to what to say, because all of their comments. Sir, I would like if you not speak anymore tonight, because you're really ruining any voice of us figuring this out.
Please just address us. Thank you.
No, I forgot where I was, just like that poor other guy. But why the teachers are all saying the same thing really bothers me. It's just a question that I have. Don't come down on me and say that I'm racist because I'm questioning critical race theory. I try not to be racist, but let's face it, everybody is racist. I understand that. It's not something, we're human because we are all sinners. It's not something that we can say that we are or we aren't. And it's not something that you can tell white children, you are the oppressed, or you are the oppressors now, and that the oppressed have to, whatever it is that they have to do. But I just don't understand it, and it doesn't make any sense to me. I would like some of you up there to try to make sense of what's going on here, because it makes no sense to most of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, you're up next. Go ahead. Sir, go ahead. This is your time.
I'm going to ask for 5 minutes.
No,
Because I'm representative of they're one of the people that are representative.
no, you have 3 minutes, sir. Go ahead.
I'd like 5.
I know you would.
And it's
Go ahead.
because-
You have 3 minutes. Go
Because
ahead.
I'm also
You are
a,
spending your 3 minutes asking for 5 minutes. You might
yeah, but
want
I'm
to get to
also
your comments.
he got you to have somebody give somebody last week 5 minutes. I
This
would
week
like
is
5
the
minutes.
prerogative of the chair.
You've done what
Say what you gotta say,
Meeting
Jim.
everyone 3 minutes.
I would like my 5
You are
minutes.
using your 3 minutes now.
I am a representative of the people that are asking for people to be recalled, for the board members to be recalled. And see, this kind of puts my point. So I would like my 5 minutes, please.
There's 1 minute.
Can I have
Shut up.
my 5 minutes?
Chair rule, 3 minutes, sir, go ahead. You're used up, I think the speaker's.
Chair rule or board rule?
Because like I said,
Well, we need to
So
figure out.
speak, sir, speak to the issue you came to speak on.
you just interrupted Ben. Say it again, Ben.
There's 1.5 minutes.
Please, the audience,
We've
listen.
allowed people to have 5 minutes, and this is
You
very,
have 3 minutes, sir.
you know.
No, you have 3 minutes.
All right, then I'll give this the best shot I can, all right? And you're allowed it for 3 minutes, even though you know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. Everybody in the freaking crowd. Everybody in the crowd knows it's freaking wrong. I've asked for 5 minutes, and she's not giving it to me. You know, this takes a lot to stand up here. You know it does. You can feel the emotion in me. You know, you can look at my face. Is that what you want to see? You want to see the emotion in my face?
Yes.
I don't wear my mask because I'm a masker or I'm an anti-masker. I wear it for my belief, all right? I was going to get up here and I was going to tell you, you know what? My best friend's not here tonight. You know why? Because he was killed in Iraq in 2006. He was killed. You know, I was going to stand up here. I was going to start my speech off with, you know, thank you to the people that stood up and said the Pledge of Allegiance. But you know what? I thought to myself, why? Why should I stand up here and say, thank you to just those people? You know, so I thought about it in my head. I said, wait a minute, you know, I'm glad, that's what I really want to say is, I'm glad I got to say it. Because he died in Iraq to keep my freedom, my choice to be able to wear this mask. The freedom you board members aren't allowing me to have my 5 minutes. The freedom you guys took from our kids, keep them out of class. For how many months? All we asked for was a freaking choice. This is what you guys did to us. And you know what? It doesn't matter what color skin my best friend was that's not here, that was killed in Iraq. It doesn't matter what freaking color skin he was. At the end of the day, what matters is the legacy that he left behind. Because it's not about the color of skin, it's about character, you guys. And you know what? You guys need to knock the crap off. Knock all this freaking division. You know, and it starts with you board. Look what you've done. Hold yourselves accountable. I want to see the action. I want to see you guys hold yourselves accountable for what goes on in our schools, in between the community members. Because you guys have a high regard that you need to live up to that you haven't. You have guys I don't think you've lived up to for quite a while. That's why I'll sit here and ask for everybody, all the Board of Education members to resign except for Ben DeWine. One person that will stand behind us. And that's also, you know, I met Mr. Davenport, and you're a very nice guy, you know? And good luck, this is what you got, man. You know, I don't have anything against you. You know, I worry that you don't have the experience, but you know, you're about to have it now. So good luck, buddy, and thank you.